Hello, friends. Welcome to 2/22/22, a special day, a special date. Hope everyone's doing well. This is Sumner from thelandpioneer.com. And in this video, we've got lots of new properties to share with you guys. I'm sporting a Joshua Tree National Park hat, one of my favorite places to buy and sell land, and one of my favorite places in all of California. But that is besides the point. We've got lots of new properties hitting the website. Of course, all of them have got flexible, easy owner financing, no credit checks, no background checks, no complications, just simple land financing. And of course, these properties are all listed with discounted cash prices. So without further ado, we're going to start down here in Sandoval County, New Mexico. Just west of Albuquerque, we've got a handful of these half-acre lots out there, part of Deming Ranch. $2,500 gets you a half-acre lot, or 99 down, 124 a month for 20 months in terms of the financing. These lots, super interesting. This is a massive area that was subdivided. All these lots are zoned rural residential for the most part. No HOA, no POA out here. Land developer back in the day came and spliced these puppies up. And here we are with a bunch of half-acre lots. Holding costs are low on all of these properties. Oh, that's actually... Hello, friends. Sumner Healy from thelandpioneer.com. It is 2/22/22, a special day, a special date. Figured this would be a fantastic day to share some of the new properties we've got hitting the website this week. Lots of properties with flexible owner financing. Obviously, that's kind of our motto over here, right? And we've got land really all across the Southwest. So some special properties to share with you guys. So without further ado, actually, before I dive in, I am wearing a Joshua Tree National Park hat. Don't know if you guys can see that. One of my favorite spots really in the whole entire country. One of my favorite places to buy and sell land. So had to sport it in this video. Unfortunately, I do not have any Joshua Tree properties in this video, although we do have some coming down the pipeline. What we do have are these lots out in Rio Rancho, Sandoval County, New Mexico, right outside of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Half acres are all priced the same, $2,500 cash, or the financing is pretty much identical, $2,579 if you finance these puppies, 99 down, 124 a month for 20 months. Easy financing. We're really not stacking much of a premium on at all for financing these properties. It is shorter term financing than what you typically see on some of our other lots, but still not too shabby. So you'll see that these half-acre properties, they all pretty much have the same proportions, 272 feet long, 80 feet wide. Very common setup. This area was sliced and diced by a land developer many decades ago. There is no HOA out here. There's no POA. Here's the actual town of Rio Rancho, so about 11 miles west of that. So we're going to find all of the amenities, but Rio Rancho is really just kind of the beginning. Albuquerque is going to be your main stop. And every time I make these videos, guys, the pictures don't want to load. I guess that's just enough incentive to go check them out on the website. I do apologize for the fact that these don't like to load during the videos. Yep, and there it goes again. But there's lots to love about these properties. They're zoned rural residential. Holding costs are low. Most of these properties are looking at about 19 to 20 bucks for annual taxes. Like I said, no HOA, no POA out here. This is more so recreational lands. Of course, you're going to want to confirm about drilling a well out here. There is, I'm no expert on this, but a bit of an urban legend, if you will. It's not really an urban legend. It's a terrible way to describe it. But in New Mexico, you need beyond an acre to drill a well, although I've seen many exceptions for that rule, and so it's something that you're going to want to certainly confirm, although you could look into having water stored on the property, using it recreationally. This is really not the kind of land that you're going to go buy and build a house on. Let's just be totally honest, right? If you think you can buy a $2,500 property and build a house on it, my friends, unless it's the best deal in the world, it's probably a farce. So land like this, it's more typically going to be a long-term buy and hold. It's going to be a recreational kind of getaway. Go pitch a tent out there for a night. Go show your kids. Go throw rocks out there. Do whatever the heck you want to do on it. But the reality is you can own a half acre right outside of Albuquerque for $2,500. So pretty sweet deal. Now, if we go over to Apache County, Arizona, as you guys know, we've been doing lots of deals out here by St. John's. We got two adjacent 37.5 acre lots. So correct me if my math is wrong. I believe that's 75 acres in total. So you guys can buy these lots as a package. And of course, we'll honor a discount for that. Or if you want to scoop them up individually, $29,750. That's the cash price, just a hair under $30,000. Or you can finance these lots $9,500 down, $442 a month for 65 months. A couple of things to note about these properties. So you can see kind of the lay of the land here. We've got a drone pilot going this week. These pictures are an abomination, and I apologize, but the real pictures are coming shortly. You can see the lot lines here. So really, really interesting properties. Wooded in the back, kind of wooded in the front. Same story for the adjacent lot. Multiple spots for building sites. You've got a slight elevation. It kind of grades up to the back just gently. It's like a rolling hill in the back of the property. Then you've got a rolling hill on the left side of the adjacent lot here. So some really interesting spots where you could build. These lots are not in a flood zone, but it looks like there is kind of like an old wash running through this property. But from all the FEMA flood maps, I couldn't find anything that was in a flood zone here. But I would reckon you're going to be building either on this portion of the property on the left-hand top corner, back right-hand corner, or the left side for the adjacent lot. Now, these properties are part of Woodland Valley Ranch. What's special about Woodland Valley Ranch? Well, it's a POA. Now, hear me out. $200 a year. You get access to a community well. You can pull 500 gallons a week from that community well, which in St. John's, Arizona is a big deal. Average well depths, I've seen it, 600 feet, all the way up to like 2,000 feet for drilling a well. So having access to that community well is incredible. Other thing that we're looking at here is maintained roads, right? The $200 a year goes to maintaining those roads. Property sits at about 6,200 feet in elevation. So you get all sorts of climate out here. It's a really, really neat place. You get snow in the winter and, hot summers, but not unbearably hot like you might find at Phoenix. That higher elevation is certainly going to help. You got groves of pinyon trees on the property. Now, what's really neat about these lots is they do back up to open space land. So behind you, you don't have anyone that's ever going to build, which is pretty awesome. So you've got this open space land. You can see it right back down in here. Here's some of the FEMA flood maps. You can see these areas are in flood zones. These properties are not in a flood zone, though, based on those FEMA flood maps. Lots to enjoy out here in Apache County. Petrified National Forest, Painted Desert, Sunrise Ski Park, Canyon de Chelly, the infamous Canyon de Chelly. So a really, really neat spot. If you guys want to read up on the POA, all the information is linked down at the bottom of these listings. Let's head on over to Yavapai County. So also higher elevation part of Arizona. This is kind of like the high desert, north end of the state, northwestern portion of the state. These lots are pretty fascinating. So we've got a handful of lots out here. Currently, we've got a 1.13, 1.21, and a 1.33 acre lot out here in, oh shucks, of course I'm forgetting the name of the legal description. Forest Acres Unit 1. These lots out here, pretty nice and wooded. We do have photos coming on these ones, so just bear with us. We're making this video immediately, opposed to waiting for it. See, the roads are nice, bladed and graded out here. Beautiful, beautiful flora getting to the property and on the property. These lots are priced to sell. I have not seen a lot anywhere remotely this affordable out here. $5,500 for the discounted cash price, or $895 down, $258 a month for 30 months. You can see the shape of the lot here. It almost looks like a paper airplane. Then we've also got these adjacent lots next to it. These are the 1.21 and 1.33 acre property respectively. Out here, one thing that you will notice, so Oak Drive is going to be your main road getting to the property. We've got a platted road leading to these lots, although it doesn't look like they've actually graded or bladed this road in and cut it in. So that's part of the reason that these things are priced so low. What we found out here is these lots of the same size, you're typically looking at anywhere from $8,500 to $10,000. This is, you've got legal access to these properties. It's just going to be a little bumpy, a little off-roady actually getting to the lot. So something that we've priced in here for these properties. And yeah, these lots are all about the same. We've got a handful of these smaller lots out here in Bridge Canyon Estates, as well as, I can't believe, Forest Acres Unit 1. I don't know why I have such a hard time remembering the name of the subdivision. But yeah, one of the most wooded parts right outside of Seligman. What you'll see out here is you can get some like pasture kind of lands. You can get some really nice higher elevation, kind of high alpine desert type properties out here. This is one of them. So really, really neat spot. In terms of amenities, you're going to find all your general amenities down in Chino Valley or Prescott. Those are going to be your go-to spots in terms of getting groceries. Of course, you could go over to Seligman. It's a much smaller town, and you can get the bare necessities there. But like an REI, a Costco, things along those lines, you're going to want to go and head on over to Prescott or Chino Valley to go do so. And last but not least, we've got this 4.47 acre lot out here in beautiful Costilla County, southern Colorado gem. You can see the Sangre de Cristo mountain range there in the background. This property is 4.47 acres. Cash price on this $5,750, just under $6,000, or finance it for $199 down, $186 a month for 40 months. These lots, we've sold tons and tons and tons of these properties in the past. People love them. They're just the classic, 4.5 to 5 acre parcel right there in the San Luis Valley. Like I said, you got the Sangre de Cristo mountain range right over there. You have the town of Alamosa. You've got Fort Garland. Just a really nice location, and then pretty open, broad zoning in terms of what you can do on the property. So these lots are all zoned residential out here. Minimum square footage of 600 square feet. Single and double wide mobile manufactured homes allowed on the property, so long as they're newer than 1976. Short-term RV camping up to 14 days for every 90-day period. You can get a 180-day RV permit and stay on the property for 180 days, which we see a lot of folks doing. Taxes on this, $81.44, so pretty low holding costs, and just absolutely beautiful. No neighbors, nothing along those lines. For a lot of these properties down here in the San Luis Valley, it just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to pull power out to them. So what you're going to be typically looking at is more off-grid setup. See, there's wind turbines out here. I have seen folks put wind turbines on their property, believe it or not. But you're probably looking at solar or a generator. You could drill a well, 600 feet, maybe 1,200 feet. It's pretty typical out here in the San Luis Valley. Or you could do a water holding tank. You can get a couple thousand gallons of water delivered for just a few $100. Really not much money at all. Here's the actual outline of the property. It does kind of kick back and slope up towards the back end of the lot. What you can see is a lot of these properties out here, they've got sagebrush that you're going to want to clear in terms of actually kind of carving out a building site. This property's got perfect views of Blanca Peak and Mount Lindsay in the background. Doesn't really get much better than that. So that's what we've got here, guys. If you made it this far, well, boy, I appreciate you listening to me ramble. Of course, if you want to look at any of these properties, they're all linked down below in the listing description. If you guys want to see any other properties we have, head on over to thelandpioneer.com. And if you have any questions for me, all my contact information is down below. See you guys in the next video. Take care.